If you still want to AFK and let your pet do everything for you, but you wanna get some extra benefit of Resourceful Retriever, then I have an option for you that can rival Mighty Verglas with Riven, but you don't need any Riven for this, and you can use most of the Kubrows, because this is a Kubrow damage setup, but you can even use Kavats. Well, he dealt with misery pretty quick. The best thing, it's a first Kubrow that I incubated after a long time, because I got rid all of them, that was getting first level, there's no formas yet on here, and same goes for the claws. So the build's not even full. But first things first, I need to mention one thing. Kubrows are better because of the mecha set, and mainly because this one mod alone. That adds primary weapon status chance to the companion, and that's a flat amount added after everything. So if you have 500 on your weapon, that's what you're gonna have on your Kubrow. The current on your Kubrow, plus 500%. And if you wonder what's better, Verglas or Kubrow Claws, well, there is not really a debate because mainly we go for Resourceful Retriever and that's why we're using Kubrow, and the differences between the damage don't really matter. Both can just easily do everything you want in terms of like killing for you, but beasts can use Resourceful Retriever or Loyal or the other variant of the credit one. And sadly, permanent 18% chance to double resources or credits, or 13 to double both of them, is just blowing up all the sentinels out. Sadly, all the robotics just lose because of this mod. We're playing game that contains a lot of just looting, so sadly doubling all of the pickups is just a win. But if you do not care, nothing really like matters for you. You don't really have to like change to the beasts. But if you want a beast that will solo for you, well, Kubrows or Kavats are the go. And what Kavat? Well, Panzer, because you will have viral and it will prime for itself as well. The other ones, I would only like consider Adarza, because Smita I would rather just to keep with the posture that makes them just get 50 evasion and not attack, because all you want is the constant buff. Every time off cooldown you want the buff. Which Kubrow is best? It's Huras or Chesa. Chesa because it gives you some extra loot, and Huras because it has highest critical strike chance on the claws. And namely, the Huras Claws got 20% crit chance with a 3.5 crit multiplier. And Chesa just got 15 and 1.5 multiplier, which is just awful. But it got access to Retrieve, which gives you 45 chance to scavenge additional loot from a fallen enemy, so kinda like Necros, within 30 meters every 10 seconds, so the cooldown's pretty meh, but you know, it's always something considering we still have this. And Neutralize is a small disarm. Other than this, it's all just for the loot and loot, because the Chesa Claws are so much weaker. Huras isn't that bad with the utility though, because we still have Stalk, which works like the Shade invisibility. You can use abilities when he cloaks you, but you cannot attack with a weapon. Pretty useful. So back to Mecha Overdrive, we will pair it with Hunter Synergy. So basically that means we need to find a weapon that will be a stat stick for our Kubrow. So we're looking for a primary with very high critical strike chance and status chance. So since I don't have myself the best possible weapon, I use sub-optimized Kubrow. It doesn't have much crit, but the status chance it got is pretty crazy. So for my own use, I focused on getting as much status as possible, since the crit will not really be an option for quite some time now. And one of the best picks gonna be Paris Prime Incarnon. You need the Incarnon and preferably a Riven. Riven will go pretty crazy on this one. And I got this beautiful screenshot thanks to my friend Felix, and you can clearly see how it looks like on Paris Prime with a good Riven. Not gonna lie, 241% chance to crit and 595.8% status goes pretty wild. My Kubrow built like this only reaches 49.6 and 461 status, just because the Riven is just anything with status chance I got. And of course I had to get a minus for crit chance. But I couldn't really get over that minus critical strike chance, so I bought a new one. I tried to roll it, but of course, the first roll with status chance, I had a minus critical strike chance again, so yeah. If I have to be honest, building Kavats for damage is not really the goal. I would build them with Tandem Bond, for example, build them with Bite for Tenacious Bond activation, Swipe, so we have more combo points because we hit several enemies, and Forced Procs with the Bellringer, Magnetic Strike, and we just put some status chance, aka Viral, but it's still gonna be only 14%, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But the Protector Posture and Bellringer will give you guaranteed impact and guaranteed magnetic and guaranteed puncture. The same applies to Panzer Wupperpfeiler. We just use Viral, Quills and Tandem Bond. Pretty much we can use the same build. Although we can go a bit more on the damage part here, since we can go with Burning Claws, since we're gonna have Viral from the Viral Quills, and we're gonna use the same stance, same Magnetic Strike, Bellringer, Swipe. So he's able to adapt some decent damage, give you Viral, and have a decent combo generation with swipe and tandem bond. We have to adapt a small little tune to our Dante build for using Kubrow. That thing is not that necessary, but why not? I have Mecha Empowered in Aura, and I have Mecha Pulse in normal mod slot. I'm not gonna lie, this is stacked up all the time, and it's pretty decent. Like, few frames can really benefit from that one. It's a contagious bond, but a 30-meter range. Pretty crazy. And do not forget about our hate built with influence, because the burning hate can add up some nice spice to all of that, but it's not really necessary. They doing fine on their own, but if you really wanna put insult to the injury, go for this. And that concludes our essential details, so it's probably the perfect time to finally get to our Kubrow build and the Kubrow Claws build. And just quickly before we go further into the video, as you guys can see, 90% of you are not subscribed. So if you're enjoying the content, please leave a subscribe and maybe share with anyone you think would be interested in the video. And don't forget about the bell icon so you can get notified with the latest uploads. So thank you in advance, and let's continue with the video. This is my final Kuva.com build, and this is the build I'm using on Hura's finished one. I just finished Forma right now. And since I'm using Dante, I can go this kind of offensive build, but you might be using something else. So Primed Pack Leader is in an option. Calculated Redirection gives you easy 1.2k shields for Reinforced Bond. You can use Tenacious Bond because easy 100% crit on the claws. All up to you. But if you're using Dante, this is the build I recommend. But what we have here: Resourceful Retriever, Primed Animal Instinct, Fetch, Vicious Bond, Contagious Bond. This is just the same thing that was spreading heat on the Verglas. This is just armor stripping. Meanwhile, if something takes more than few hits to die, it's gonna be also armor stripped, so it's like 100% dead. Hunter Command, just for the full set, cause why not? Mecha, full set as well. Hunter Recovery, Momentous, and Duplex Bond. This is just a lovely, nice giga increase in damage if you kill several Eximuses. Claws are still getting leveled, but 2 formats is enough, so I'm really happy with this. And I have Protector, and I have Frenzied, but the exact same mods, so up to which you prefer to use for the posture. But let me use the Frenzied, since so far everything you saw in the video was with the Protector, so let's see how the Frenzied will be doing. And status duration ain't that bad for a status build, you know? And the best part about all of that is the fact we cannot really get Revens, so this is what we're gonna be using, and there is no Reven rolling, re-rolling. And look at that. Bite, crit strike, damage and chance in one. Maul, Precision Conditioning, it's like no matter what you have on your Kubrow, which one you're using, you can turn it all into Slash. Burning Claws, this is literally what I would love to see for Verglas. Just turn everything into the heat plus status chance. Hunter Synergy, just for the mods and having the guaranteed 100 crit plus. Immunity Resistance, status damage, what else? Mecha for the set, and for the fattest status chance added to the weapon, and Flame Gland. To do damage with Dante himself, I'm not using the Kuva.com, I'm using Furies, because recently I've been in love with it, and I use Path Assist. I have Viral and Hit on my Noctua with crit and crit damage, and I use Madurai. Noctua is only being used from the buff you get from your 2 and 3 into 4. You can completely feel free to change all the Hunter mods, they are not necessary, they are just a fun addition, because so far you saw the damage without that extra 150. But let's see now. And all I wanna show you is the moment I put Mecha Overdrive, look what happens to the status. This is why Kubrows are so broken. It's only for the Kubrow. I think it's time to show you this in a mod mission. Enjoy. Okay. So here we are. I'm just gonna give him Overguard and let him do most of the work here. Gonna get my Incarnon. Look at that. Maybe I can get some damage cap. I mean, the 30-meter range from Mecha is kinda... yeah, that's gonna be the entire mission, trying to get a 1 cast off from my 4. I precasted it. No! Hey, it wasn't that many stacks. I precasted it again. It won't work like this. Look at my armor percentages. The mecha pulse buff. I mean, he died. If one more dies, I get the damage cap, but it's... $88 million. It's a bit hard like this because now he's like swapping targets, not stacking on one of them, and I'm still getting so much millions of like insta expire from my 4, which is just insane. Ah, maybe with casting speed it would be easier. I just wanna see Acolyte getting completely erased. Oh, 1.2 billion was close. As with like constant swapping of target. I don't even know what I did now. I mean, it's so hard to get the cast off. This is just how much damage it does as well. I honestly think it's better than Verglas after some tests. Because I wasn't even like fully stuck with mods. No, look at that. It's so hard to get it a single time off. Oh, I did a minus. I had the damage cap. I'm happy. I can go sleep in peace after I do a record. And the fact that I know that I constantly see the ×2 loot is just beautiful. That's all I needed for Verglas. I mean, Necros can go wild with this shit. Because Necros will have like shitload of armor now. And will be completely fine at all times. Yeah, my Necros farming build is just straight up. Not much change other than just put this. Everything's gonna kill the insta, yeah? I have also the combo points because I'm using the heavy efficiency galvanized mod. So this is like a viral primer for him. If he ever like struggle to kill something, the AoE influence thing, you know how it works. Insta primes everything if you just hit like few targets. Because Pathos has got that forced viral procs. I wonder how much my police can stack with this fire rate. I wanted to lower it, but I don't want to crit on it, so I could somehow lower it. I'm using Blast on it, by the way, for blocking my World Warden, the Grimoire buff. Works like Toxic Lash with Current. So it shoots the virals as well. If, you know, Police wasn't insta-killing everything, you would see. Let's see. No way. The pet just instantly smacks the guy in the head and done. Maybe I can get some more damage cap. 72. The Collide coming or what? Oh, it works through walls or what? No way, it works through walls. That's so busted. Oh, Eximuses. Look at that shit. No way! No way he just flopped through Overguard with one hit. That's everything to sabotage my test. Even the Acolyte, of course, has to come late. Oh, he died. I didn't refresh the Overguard on him. Sorry, buddy. Here you go. I refresh your Overguard. You're just walking away from me if you don't have the 50-meter limiter. Oh, I didn't even see when and what, but I guess he died. Well, so that would be all from me. And here's the reason why I use the Protector one. So the pet doesn't walk far away from me. So I always have Overguard on him in the duration build.
But you can always prefer yourself like playing the range build, and then you will have literally no issues by baseline. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, see you on the next one.